The catcher is probably the most underrated player on the baseball diamond. While the pitcher gets all the credit for a win, it's the catcher who calls the shots. And nobody calls him better than Craig Biggio. Craig, what's our tip for today for our youngsters?
Well, today we're going to talk about blocking balls in the dirt, block and recover. Okay, and for the purpose of TV, I don't have my full equipment on. Right now I have just my shin guards on and my gloves. The rest of the equipment is also a chest protector, a mask, a helmet, and also a throat guard. Make sure you never catch behind the plate without a throat guard. Okay, well, getting into your techniques of just blocking the ball. You're going to be in your ready position, and what you're going to do is you're just going to drop to your knees. You're going to take your glove hand, put it right in the dirt, your bare hand, and you're going to put it behind your glove. This way you don't take any foul tips or anything of the sort. What you're going to do is you're going to put your chin to your chest. This way you don't expose your Adam's apple in any way, so that doesn't get hurt. That's why you have that throat guard on there. So you're going to be in this position here. Your shoulders are going to be square right at the pitcher. And the reason why they're square with the pitcher is because when the ball comes in, you don't want to have your shoulders turned to the left or to the right, because what happens is the ball's going to go that way you haven't turned to. And Larry will tell you here, when you got guys like Lenny Dykstra, when they're on that base path and they see a ball go to the right or left, they're going to go. But if they see a ball that comes right out in front, they're going to stay at first base. Okay?
Okay, let's try a couple.
So why don't we try a couple and bring you on in here and block a couple.
All right, Jake. All right.
Okay?
Stay down now. Get that glove down.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
And you maybe just try to keep your glove down a little bit and absorb it with your body. Once again, he doesn't have his chest protector on, so you're more likely to shy away from the ball a little bit. But when you have all your equipment on, just absorb that ball with that chest protector.
Let's try one more, Jake.
All righty.
Okay, we can't quit on that. We got to quit on a good one here. Keep that ball in front of you now, just like Craig said.
Keep it in front?
Okay.
All righty, good job.
All right.
There you go.
You keep practicing, you might be as good a catcher as he is someday, all right?
All right.
Okay. Let's take a break from the action for a quick tip from Kent DeColvey, former pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates.
The single most important factor for a pitcher is being able to throw the ball over home plate. There are two things that are very essential to taking the ball and being able to deliver strike after strike. First of all, as you deliver the ball to home plate, you must stride directly at your target. You do not want to stride to the right or to the left, but directly on line. This will put your body in a position to deliver the ball in the strike zone. Secondly, as you make the turn and you're getting ready to throw the ball to home plate, you want to keep your front shoulder pointed toward your target. If you open your front shoulder too soon, it puts your arm behind and you have a real tough time getting the ball into the strike zone. You want to keep the shoulder in, deliver the ball to home plate, the front shoulder will come out of the way and finish up in a good follow-through position.
Okay, Craig, what do we have next for our youngsters?
Okay, the next thing we're going to have is not all the time, the pitcher does not always throw the ball right down the middle of the plate in the dirt. A lot of times he throws it to your right or to your left. And I'm going to show you a shortcut and how to cut that ball off and keep that ball a lot of times from going over your shoulder. So a lot of times you go left and you'll go right. Okay, but if you can take a 45-degree angle and cut that ball off before it breaks, that'll keep that ball a lot of times. Instead of going here, you go this way here and cut it off. You've cut off a big gap. You see the difference between going straight across and then going at a 45-degree angle. You've cut off about a good foot or so.
You're going at a 45-degree angle, but yet everything's still in front of you.
Everything is in front of you. My shoulders are square and they're here, and I'm blocking the ball up and I'm funneling it, everything right out into the middle of the field. So let's do a couple to the right, and then we'll go to the left. Okay?
All right.
And block it. And then we'll go to the left. Okay, everything's down right there.
All right,
Okay.
let's try Josh.
Okay.
Come on out here and try that.
See if you can
See if you paid attention now.
see what you can do with that, Josh.
Concentrate on what he was talking about. Oh, you got to
Okay.
stay down, though. You shifted all right, but you got to stay down.
Nice and relaxed. There you go.
Okay.
Good job. His shoulders are
Let's go
square.
this way now.
Good.
Try one more.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a tough pitch because that ball is out there a little bit. That's a tough pitch to get to.
But the key that we want to remember, Craig, is always keeping everything in front of you.
The main thing is you want to funnel everything right out into the middle of the field. Because if you do so like that, you're going to keep your good fast base runners. If he sees that ball that's out in front, that's going to keep him at first base.
We're here in the Tampa Bay area visiting the Safety Harbor Spa and Fitness Center. To talk about strength and conditioning, we have our fitness expert, Kevin Justice, who's going to give us some tips on strengthening our shoulder muscles. Kevin, nice to have you.
Pleasure to meet you, Larry.
The big injury that happens to baseball players is the rotator cuff. Do we have some exercises for our youngsters out there that can strengthen that muscle?
We sure do, Larry. Remember, for those of you out there between the ages of 8 and 12, very important not to be concerned with heavy type training. More so, make this activity fun and enjoying for yourselves. Once again, we have some activities here that we can jump into hand. We have a volleyball here. For those of you who have a swimming pool at home, take that volleyball, jump into that water, do some pressing type motions with the shoulder. Try to isolate the shoulder, do different types of pressing motions out as well as figure 8 motions developed in the shoulder. That's one type of activity. We also here have what we call a power ball, or if you just have in hand a tennis ball, you can do the same thing. Do different types of flexions and extensions with the forearm, raising the ball up as well as in. Take the tennis ball, rotate with each hand, as well as doing fingertip exercises
on MTV.
Check
a few types of exercises that can help develop the forearm as well as the shoulder.
That's our fitness tip for today. Okay, Craig, what's our next tip here?
Okay, the next thing we're going to talk about, guys, is swing a ball from the outfield coming from left and from right. The first thing I want to tell you that is, once again, I don't have my equipment on, and half of them take it off. I take it off, but at such a young level that you guys are at, your eyes are very important to you. So what I would recommend, instead of taking a chance of having a ball come off the grass and hit you in the eye, that you should keep your mask on. And the other thing is when you're going to block the plate coming up the line, you want to make sure your knee is directly in line with this line here. Because what's going to happen is if you have it this way, your knee doesn't bend this way. And what's going to happen if a guy takes you out, it's going to tear some ligaments, break your knee or do whatever. So your knee is designed to go this way here. So you want to line your knee up like so, directly up that line. Now when you're receiving a ball coming from left field, your shoulders are square, right with the left fielder. Okay, right where he is, that's where you are. And if you have time, what you want to do is you want to catch the ball, put it in your bare hand, because what's going to happen is if he knocks your glove off, and you don't have the ball in your hand, as long as you make that tag and that ball's here, the umpire's going to call him out. If you have it in your glove and he knocks it out, he's going to be called safe. Okay, so what you're going to do is you catch the ball, put the tag on him, and get out of there. And coming from right field, what you're going to do is, once again, line your knee up, open it up here a little bit, the throw comes in, boom, and then get out of there.
Okay.
So, Ryan, you're going to
Let's try it, Ryan.
and see what we can come up with.
Concentrate on what he was saying now.
Okay, now the first thing...
To see what you did wrong there?
Yeah,
Right.
And you want to take your knee, Ryan, and you want to line it straight up that way because you want your knee to bend that way in case he takes you out that way.
Okay, let's try it again. Try it from left field.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe one more other thing is you want to try to square your shoulders up a little bit to the outfield.
Okay, let's try it from right field, Ryan.
Just bend your knees a little bit.
Okay, bend, like you said, give with your knees a little bit.
Give a little bit. Might be
Try
nice
it one
and
more
relaxed.
time. Bend those knees. Okay.
All right.
See, a lot of practice and hard work, and good things will happen
That's right.
back here.
Keep working at it and have some fun.
All right. And now it's time for this week's Sports Quest quiz question. Who was the youngest National League player to win the Most Valuable Player award? If you know the answer, you can be this week's winner of an official team jacket. Just jot your answer on a card and send it to Sports Quest Quiz Question, Post Office Box 3023, Cherry Hill, New Jersey, 08034.